Hi, my name is Christian Prudhomme, and I'll be your trainer through the safety course. Today we'll be talking about vinyl chloride, the hazards they present, and the preventative actions one can take. The basis for this training, according to OSHA 29 CFR 1910.1017 J14, all employees must be familiar with the fire hazard and acute toxicity of vinyl chloride and the necessary protective steps. There are no prerequisites for this course. Learning objectives. By the end of this course, students will be able to gain a general understanding of vinyl chloride and how one might be exposed to it. They'll be able to demonstrate knowledge of vinyl chloride's potential fire hazard, explain how vinyl chloride can affect human health. They'll be able to demonstrate how to prevent exposure to vinyl chloride and recognize the warning signs of vinyl chloride exposure. What is vinyl chloride? Well, vinyl chloride is most often a colorless gas that is unstable at high temperatures and does burn easily. It can exist as a liquid under high pressure and low temperature. At high levels, it gives off a characteristically mild, sweet odor, which makes it very recognizable. It is also known as chloroethylene, ethylene monochloride, or monochloroethylene. In the past, its uses were as coolants, propellants for spray cans, and cosmetics. But ever since the late 1970s, it's used mainly for the manufacture of PVC, or polyvinyl chloride, which is used to make pipes, wire coatings, and packaging materials. It's most commonly found in plastic industries, of course. It can be found in hazardous waste sites and also landfills. The health effects of vinyl chloride are many, and the acute toxicity is what we'll be talking about mainly today. And because vinyl chloride usually exists in a gaseous state, exposure comes mainly from breathing it in. But one can also ingest it through water or food if small amounts of vinyl chloride happen to dissolve into water source or food source. Some of the effects that can happen from acute exposure can be dizziness, sleepiness, unconsciousness, eye irritation. It can damage liver, nerves, kidneys, and heart. It can also prevent the clotting of blood. With liquid exposure, if spilt on the skin, it can cause numbing, redness, or blistering. In very high levels of vinyl chloride, exposure can actually cause death. Now, the fire hazard of vinyl chloride is very important as well because it is a volatile gas and it poses a high risk for fire and explosion. It's an extremely flammable substance. It's highly combustible when mixed with air and other gases. Fires and explosions created from vinyl chloride can be particularly devastating. As you can see in this picture here, this was a plant explosion from vinyl chloride, and as you can see, it's done a significant amount of damage to the workplace and to the environment around it. So many precautions must be taken at the workplace to prevent any possibilities of ignition. Some of the protective measures one can take will, of course, avoid all contact, and all skin contact, of course, and to significantly reduce the risk of exposure, one should use the proper personal protective equipment, such as gas masks, gloves, safety goggles, protective clothing. You always want to make sure there's good ventilation and local exhaust throughout the workplace to get the air moving. And you want to use explosion-proof electrical equipment and lighting. And you never want to allow any open flames, sparks, and of course no smoking in the area. Some more protective measures. Fireproof equipment is very, very important. You want to use non-sparking hand tools, of course, in the proximity of vinyl chloride. And when packaging and storing vinyl chloride, make sure to keep it in a cool place. You want to keep it separate from incompatible materials. You want to keep it away from any ignition source, and you only want to store it when it's stabilized. To sum up everything, the vinyl chloride may be it can be a very dangerous substance, and is found in many industries in the U.S. For this reason, it is necessary to be aware of the risks it presents to people and environment alike. It's necessary also to apply the proper protective steps in any workplace dealing with vinyl chloride. The fire hazards and acute toxicity from vinyl chloride can be prevented by using the proper personal protective equipment, proper safety packaging and storage, proper workplace ventilation, and make sure all employees, including yourself, are aware and vigilant at all times, and always stay safe. Thank you. That concludes this safety course today. Thank you very much.